Week's episode of 48 Hours looks into the mysterious death of 27-year-old Mellisa Lamesch. On Thanksgiving Eve in 2020, the devoted EMT and expectant mother was found dead on her kitchen floor after her home was engulfed in flames. At first, investigators could not tell if the fire killed her or if it was set to hide a murder.
This is Mellisa, and she is about to be betrayed in the most unimaginable way, and the person responsible will shock you. Let's call her Mellisa. And Mellisa, she's just days away from welcoming her first child into the world. She's got her whole future planned. Thanksgiving dinner with her father, a cozy home, and the promise of motherhood just around the corner. But fate's about to deal her a hand no one saw coming. It's November 25th, 2020, a crisp autumn morning in Mount Morris, Illinois. Mellisa Lamesch is on the phone with her sister, chatting about the upcoming holiday and her excitement for the baby. But there's a shadow hanging over this happy moment. The father of her child, Matthew Plote, has been showing up uninvited. Melissa's tone changes as she talks about him. She's worried, and she's got every reason to be. Later that same day, a fire breaks out in Melissa's home. Firefighters arrive to find smoke billowing from the building, and inside, they discover Melissa's lifeless body on the kitchen floor. At first glance, it seems like a tragic accident, a cooking mishap, or perhaps a faulty appliance. But as investigators dig deeper, they realize this isn't just a fire. It's a crime scene. An autopsy reveals the truth. Mellisa didn't die from the fire. She was strangled, and there's no soot in her lungs. That means she was already dead before the flames ever started. The fire? It's a cover-up, an attempt to erase evidence of murder. The primary suspect? Matthew Plote, a firefighter paramedic and the father of Melissa's unborn child. Investigators learn that Plote wasn't exactly thrilled about becoming a dad. He'd kept the pregnancy a secret from his family and co-workers and had been pressuring Mellisa to terminate the pregnancy. When she refused, he decided to take matters into his own hands. Detectives pieced together the events leading up to the fire. Mellisa had confided in her sister about Plote's erratic behavior and his unwelcome visits. On the day of the fire, neighbors recall seeing Plote near Melissa's house, adding to the mounting suspicion. Forensic evidence becomes key. The fire marshal's report concludes that the blaze was deliberately set, with no signs of cooking activity or electrical faults. DNA evidence and data from Melissa's Amazon Echo Dot, yes, even smart devices can be witnesses, provide crucial insights. The Echo Dot's recordings suggest a struggle occurred in the moments before the fire. As the pieces fall into place, a chilling motive emerges. Plote didn't want the responsibilities of fatherhood. He wanted to maintain his image as a respected first responder, free from the weight of an unexpected child. And to achieve that, he was willing to commit the unthinkable. The trial paints a devastating picture of betrayal and brutality. Prosecutors argue that Plote, a man sworn to save lives, used his knowledge of fire and crime scenes to stage the perfect cover-up. But there's nothing perfect about his plan. The evidence is damning, and the jury sees through his lies. Plote is convicted of murder, arson, and related charges. The sentence ensures that he'll spend decades behind bars, but no amount of justice can undo the heartbreak he caused. Melissa's death leaves a void that can never be filled. Her family mourns not just the loss of a daughter and sister, but also the grandchild they'll never get to meet. The community, once shocked by the crime, rallies together to remember Mellisa as the vibrant, caring EMT she was. As for Matthew Plote, his name is now synonymous with betrayal. A firefighter who betrayed his oath, a father who rejected his child, and a man who chose destruction over responsibility.